The second thing is our society considers girls as others' wealth. So you might have seen this famous dialogue that लड़कियां तो पराया धन होती हैं. Again, this comes from the soap operas, watching this TV serials, right? That girls are others' wealth, so they should be treated that way. I mean, you don't need to spend or don't need to worry too much about them. You should care about your boys, male boys, because they are your real wealth. वो सच्चा धन है, ये पराया धन है, right? But no, Islam doesn't say that. What Islam says is, your kids are your earnings. Your kids are your earnings. So it doesn't matter whether it's a boy or whether it's a girl. They are your kids. Nobody is paraya dhan. That is now today we will see that why this thinking of paraya dhan affects us so much, that girls don't take their share. We seen you see around, they don't take their share. We are going to discuss that aspect today. Why don't they take their share? Because they have this culture around that I'm no more a core of that family. Now this is my family. I have come here. Now I'm going to live and die here. So this is my family. So they completely leave that part, which is their right. So we'll discuss that. So this comes from the brainwashing of paraya dhan. Because boys are the one which we need. Parents also think this way. Boys are the one that we need. Girls are no use for us in the long term. But actually we have seen other way also, right? What is the guarantee that the boy will take care? In the old age he will be your stick? No. We see hundreds and thousands of examples in our daily lives where boys have disowned their parents and girls are the one who are taking care of their parents. Even if they are married away, they take care of your parents in whichever way possible. Boys are the one who disown them. There are multiple examples. I have seen with my own eyes a live example, and still it is running from my childhood. The place where I used to stay, I had my mom and there was another lady. They were both very fast friends. Our houses very close. Of course, we were living in a ghetto area, and we had a small house. So they also had a small house. So she was spending most of her time in our house, in my mom. So they were both friends, and she had adopted a son because she did not have any kid. They did not have any kid of their own. So she had adopted a son from their relatives. One of the relatives, she had taken her son, their son, and she was upbringing it. From the childhood, I had seen from 10 years on. I remember that guy who was my friend. So we used to play cricket together. I know that. So I know that they had adopted him, and she used to tell that when she used to visit at our house, that we expect that when we grow old, our kid will take care of us and something. But today, the reality, I will tell you, this is the reality today. The husband of that woman has died. They were very poor anyway to begin with. Her husband used to make the what do you call it as the boxes. Nowadays we have suitcase, but in the old days there were metal trunks. He used to work to make those trunks. So he has died maybe 3-4 years back. From the last 4 years, this woman is alone, living in a rented small room. No one comes to see her. No one comes to see her. She's just living, and the son which they brought up and made him flourish. Now he lives with his wife just 2 kilometers away, or 1 kilometer, I think 1.5 kilometer away from her mom, but never visits her. Never takes care of her emotionally, financially, no taking care. And he lives with his wife. Of course, he has adopted all the evil habits and all those things. That's another matter. But he has completely disowned this lady who adopted this son. So this is just one of the story that shows that this is incorrect understanding, that boys will come to your support when you are old and girls will be in their in-laws house. That is incorrect. If somebody wants to take care, they will take care from their in-law house. So this is incorrect, and